ペッパークイーン。
Welcome to Love Island Season 2, Episode 1 review. So I didn't know the season was actually still going through with everything going on. I just found out about the premiere literally 2 hours after it aired. Before I dive into the premiere, I just wanted to touch slightly on the previous season. I can't really judge it because I watched the whole thing, but needless to say, it had no attachments to any of the cast, and it doesn't hold a torch to the best season of Love Island. So let me just sum it up right here. Nothing happens in this episode except for 2 things. Before I get into that, let me just quickly give you context. Love Island is in Vegas now. Yes, it's not an island. They've already, covered that in the beginning of the episode. We get the contestants, the whole drill, the whole ceremony of them stepping out and getting picked and selected. We get our token dark-skinned black girl, Justine, and she's one of the interesting things about this episode. Justine is actually here for love, and she has a very interesting backstory. From what I saw on the website, you guys should look at it. Justine really wants the real deal, and she's been through a lot. And so in this episode, we see her not doing so well, which is not surprising. The plight of the dark-skinned black woman, I'm tired of seeing it. Hopefully later on in the series, it will be a different story for Justine or someone like Justine, because in 2020, mentally, I cannot take this anymore. Seriously. So the issue with Justine is that she's having a hard time making a connection with anyone, and you can see that from the first couple of minutes of the episode, because when the ceremony happens of them picking their partners, she steps out for a guy named Jeremiah, and he in turn selects someone else, a girl named Sally, a Latina girl. She's very pretty, light skin, tannish, dark hair, you get the drill, full lips. Anyways, already from then on, I'm like, not again. Please don't let this girl be put in a horrible situation like all the other black girls have been put in this series. I can't take it no more. Later on in the show, we see Justine paired up with Jeremiah because it ends up that he has to stick with her because somebody else chose Sally, so they bumped him from pairing up with her. So they end up being together. She and him have no chemistry. In the first night where they are in the villa, you can see how awkward it is with them. I don't see any chemistry at all. So she even says that too. She's like, I guess we could be friends, and he agrees. And so, they've already agreed upon that. Later on, I don't know what's happening, but we see Justine crying about not being able to find any chemistry with any of the guys there, and she's very upset about it, and she can't stand to go home alone again. She's putting all her eggs in this one basket, and I'm just kind of confused. I'm like, you went on a reality TV show to really find your true mate? You need to be a little easier on yourself. This is just a game show.
I can't go back home single again.
It might not happen. You have to deal with that reality, but she's really upset about it. She's crying, which, gets to me because I'm like, really? But as a romantic, sometimes there's a side of me that's just like, is love really this crucial? This romantic love, it's really foreign to me, so I don't really get it, but I do feel for her. She feels upset because she just cannot find a partner. And, I'm so tired of the storyline for a dark-skinned black woman. Anyway, she cries about it. Next thing you know, near the end of the episode, she tells Jeremiah that she does have feelings for him and that there is a spark. He says the same thing, but he's less enthusiastic about it, and it's very evident. So I'm just like, please don't let this be a Yewande Jordan situation. I can't take it. Did I get their names right? Yewande and whatever, Yewande and Dust Bucket. You know what I mean. And I'm really just hoping that with them, maybe things would turn out all right, but it's not looking good already, especially what happens near the end. Anyways, that's all I have to say for Justine. I will come back to why I feel really scared for her, later on. So another girl that is in the villa who's getting a lot of attention is Caitlin. So Caitlin is pretty girl like everybody else, and she has 3 guys after her. She has Trey after her, Johnny, and Carrington. And let me just talk about these 3 guys right quick. Johnny is that last minute male that they put into the show to cause drama. This guy is ginormous and he's very handsome, and people see that, and guys are very intimidated by that. So anyways, Caitlin is already paired up with Carrington, and Carrington he looks like a douche, and he sounds like a douche, and I'm getting douche vibes from him. The way he's set up, he don't seem like a good guy. Johnny is trying to suss out Caitlyn planning to go for a chat, like for a little chat. But then literally before he can get 2 words in, Carrington shows the fuck up, like, boop. And he's like, he cuts in, he's like, can I take her away, please? And so he takes her away, and Carrington seems very strategic. Like, when he takes Caitlyn away, he takes her to this little corner on the couch, and just the way he's talking to her, he makes no eye contact whatsoever. Like, the body language is very awkward. I'm like, then he randomly kisses her, and I'm just like, okay, Carrington, you're on my radar. Anyways, that's basically it. So Caitlyn seems like the it girl for now. Back to Justine. The reason why I'm scared for her is that Jeremiah, her partner, ends up being selected for a date for this mystery girl. And fun fact, there is a black girl. You know how they add in like these new people? There's a black girl there too. I think there's 2 of them, but I am here for it. Also, another note is that people here sound very dumb. I'm hearing a lot of vocal fries.
Thank you.
And I'm literally losing brain cells. Like, oh my gosh. Yeah, so that's it. That's literally the end of my review. I did not want it to be this long, but thank you for listening, or whatever you're doing. Like and subscribe.